Good day, we are the Group 1 here to discuss the digital self. Digital self is a mask we put on to draw in the innovative world with the digital technologies such as web pages, online games, virtual world, social media, smartphones, internet, etc. You interact differently with each website you visit, and each of those websites will have a different picture of who you are and what you do. Your online identity is not the same as your real world identity because the characteristics you represent online differ from the characteristics you represent in the real world. Because the digital self is often what we want to be and not who we actually are. Selective self presentation and impression management. The method of deliberately withholding or disclosing information to affect how others perceive you can alter based on the people we are interacting with or the personal information we need to disclose to others in order to be accepted. Humans are social animals who control their behavior to fit in with society or to create impressions we want. People watch their behavior, pay attention to how others respond, and then change their performance to convey the desired message. The goal is for one to present themselves the way in which they would like to be thought of by the individual or group they are interacting with. This form of management generally applies to the first impressions.
So, there are two types of self-presentation which I'll be further discussed in the next slides. First, pleasing the audience. This style of self-presentation tries to accommodate the expectation and preferences of the audience. Involves acting in ways that is set an example for others and increase one's likability and attractiveness. This means is when you try to match yourself to the audience expectation and preferences. The second one is self-construction. This kind of self-presentation seeks to align the speaker with their own ideal self. The audience-pleasing motive takes several forms depending on the circumstances. Although it occurs in a communal setting, its creation is personal. All humans go through the process of building themselves, shaping their identities in response to their life experiences. It means that this is the time when you try to be like your ideal self. But who is that exactly? The ideal self is one of the many aspects of who we are, along with the odd and genuine aspects. The term actual self refers to the qualities that an individual already possesses. Ideal self to the qualities that an individual would refer to have, and odd self to the qualities that an individual should have. In light of this social consideration, it is therefore intended for individual possession.
Multiple aspects of the self. Higgins' self-concept theory, 1987, proposes that there are three aspects of the self: the actual self, the ideal self, and the odd self. First, actual self. The actual self refers to an individual's self-concept based on how they see themselves at present. It includes an individual's traits, behaviors, and abilities that they believe to be true about themselves. Second, ideal self. The ideal self is an individual's desired or ideal self-concept, representing the person they would like to become or the qualities they aspire to possess. It is often influenced by societal expectations, personal values, and aspirations. Third, ought self. The ought self is an individual's perception of the traits and behaviors that they believe they should possess based on external expectation and societal norms. It includes a sense of responsibility to fulfill obligations, duties, and expectations placed on them by others. Impact on online interaction on self. Computer-mediated communication. Computer-mediated communication, or CMC, refers to any form of communication that takes place through electronic channels such as social media, email, or instant messaging. CMC has become increasingly popular in recent years and has had a significant impact on how individuals interact with each other, including how they perceive themselves. Increased control, anonymity, and social comparison. Overall, the impact of self-interaction on self in computer-mediated communication can be both positive and negative, depending on how individuals use these technologies and platforms. It is important for individuals to be aware of the potential effects of CMC on their self-perception and to use these tools in ways that promote healthy self-esteem and positive self-concept. Boundaries of the online self. The online self refers to an individual's self-presentation and identity that is created and expressed through online platforms such as social media, blogs, and other digital channels.